morning. All right, guys, welcome to our assembly about courtesy. Courtesy is a skill that we can use at any time, anywhere, even in the classroom, on the playground, at home, at a store, or wherever you happen to be. It's important to be courteous when you're in the audience at an assembly, or a play, or a concert. In fact, Marcie and Jessie and I were watching all of you have courteous behaviors as you entered into our assembly doors today. Jessie, what did you happen to see?
I saw nice, quiet voices and lines and respect. No one was touching each other.
Ooh, that's so impressive of these students. They seem to already know so much about being courtesy. Marcie, what did you see any other courteous behaviors? Marcie? Hey, Marcie, are you all right?
She's feeling a little down today, Miss Jackson. She just found out that she didn't win the election for class president.
Oh, I forgot it was the elections were today. I'm so sorry you didn't win, Marcie. You would have made a great class president, though.
Whatever.
Well, who won the election?
Stupid head Curtis Kabrowski.
Marcie!
Oh, I must say, Marcie, I'm a little surprised that that's the way you're taking this. I thought you were a better sport than that.
Well, here's a newsflash. I'm not.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank all of you, everyone, for your support. It was so nice of you to vote for me.
I didn't vote for him.
And I'd like to say something to my worthy opponent, Marcie. Marcie, you ran a great race. You would have made an awesome class president. I hope you and I can work together to make the class the best in the school.
Whatever.
Now, I'd like to invite you all in to join me in the cafeteria. My mom bought cookies and punch for everyone. Woohoo, let's go.
Don't you want some punch and cookies, Marcie? It would be a great way to show Curtis there's no hard feelings.
But there are hard feelings.
Why? It was a fair election. You got a lot of votes. Curtis just got a few more than you. And you gotta admit, he's a really nice guy.
You voted for him, didn't you?
Votes are supposed to be private, Marcie. But since you're my best friend, I'll tell you who I voted for. You! Do you really think that I would vote for someone else besides my best friend?
I'm sorry, Jessie. I guess I am being a sore loser. I just really wanted to be class president. And before Curtis moved to our school, I think I had a really good chance.
You did?
It's pretty amazing though when you think about it.
What do you mean?
Well, he's only been at this school for a short time. A few months ago, we didn't even know him. Yet somehow, he's become the most popular kid in the class. Everyone seems to like him.
That's true. And you know what else? Even grown-ups like him. My mom says he's the nicest kid that comes to our house ever from school. Except for you, of course.
Yeah, my mom likes him too. I wonder what it is about him that makes him so, likable.
If we could figure that out, we could be just as likable as he is.
Exactly. So I think we should try and figure it out. Let's think about all the things he's done since he started at our school.
Let's think back to the first day he came here.
So you want to travel back in time?
Madam Magenta? took us into your magnificent time machine so we could see our future.
Oh, yes, I remember well. You learned that if you were not courteous as children, you would grow up to be very rude adults.
I've been trying to be more courteous ever since.
Me too.
Magnificent! Now you say you want to travel back in time?
Actually, we don't need to travel back in time.
Good. Because I don't know how to do that. My magnificent machine only allows one to travel into the future. However, I heard you say that you were going to seek back to the day Curtis Probotsky came to our school. I happen to have a device with which I can show you all that happened on that day.
Well, I don't think we need a device for that. It was only a few months ago. All we need are our memories.
Nonsense. My device will give you a much better picture. It's better than a DVD. Welcome to the world of Madam Magenta.
Wow.
You can say that again.
Wow.
Beneath that scarf lies the device which will show us all that has transpired in the past.
Is it a crystal ball?
No, a crystal ball shows us the future. If you want to see the past, we look into a crystal cube.
Cool.
You can say that again.
Cool.
Be seated. Crystal cube. Crystal cube, show us now what you can do. Take us back into the past, to the day Curtis joined the class.
This is amazing. Look, here's our classroom inside the cube. Only it's so tiny. And look at those teeny tiny students. And look, there's our teeny tiny teacher. There's Jessie and me. Wow, I'm even cuter when I'm tiny.
Excuse me, I know you're all having a great time looking into the crystal cube, but the audience can't see a thing from down there.
Who is she?
Oh, that's Mrs. Jackson. You see, she and the audience watch Marcie and I learn stuff, because then they can learn stuff right along with us. You know what I mean?
Of course, I know what you mean. I am Madam Magenta. I know all. Welcome, students, to the world of Madam Magenta. I am pleased that you are here. I must apologize for my rudeness. I did not realize that you could not see inside the crystal cube. So please allow me to project the images onto the stage and enlarge them so all can see.
Magic.
Good morning, Mrs. Trulson. My name is Curtis Krabotsky.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Curtis. I heard I was getting a new student this morning. I'm so happy to have you join our class. I'll introduce you to the students right after I finish writing the morning assignments on the board. We still have about 5 minutes before class starts.
That's all right. I can introduce myself. Hi, I'm Curtis. I'm new in the school.
Hey, I'm Jessie. It's nice to meet you. And this is my friend Marcie.
It's nice to meet you both. Have you always attended the school?
I've been here since kindergarten. Marcie started a few years ago. She and her mom moved here when her parents got divorced.
Oh, I'm sorry about your parents. That's a bummer. Must be a great book she's reading.
I'm sorry, Curtis. She's usually not this rude.
That's all right. I should have interrupted her. It looks like she really likes to read. What do you like to do, Jessie?
Oh, I love to do gymnastics.
Awesome. Can you do a backflip?
Of course.
That is super cool. I guess that bell means that it's time for class to start. I hope to see you two at recess.
Well, I don't know about Marcie and Jessie, but I think I can already guess why Curtis is so likable. Do any of you have some ideas why Curtis is so likable? Ooh, Isaiah, come up, tell me, why, stand up, come speak in the microphone, why do you think Curtis is so likable?
Because he's kind.
Ooh, he's kind, let's do a first grader. Brooklyn, come up. Hurry, hurry. Why do you think Curtis is so likable?
Well, when people be kindness, they show respect.
Oh, he was definitely showing respect. Good job. Let's do one more. Let's get a fifth grader. I can't see. Oh. Y'all here? Why do you think Curtis was so likable?
Because he wanted to show people he being nice.
He was being so nice to everybody. Good job. Okay, those are great ideas. Let's see if Marcie and Jessie noticed some of the same things.
Interesting, very interesting. Let's put this crystal cube on pause and discuss what we have learned so far.
Oh, look! The tiny little students and teacher are all frozen like statues. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, especially the tiny little Marcie.
I don't see you, Marcie. Come to think of it, I don't see me either.
That's because you and I are on the back row. But if you look into the top of the cube,
There we are.
Well, children, did you learn anything from the events of that day?
let me think. What did Curtis do that made him so likable? I know, he introduced himself to everyone.
That's true. He introduced himself to the teacher and to us. That was a very nice thing to do. And he acted like he really wanted to get to know us. After I told him our names, he asked us questions, and he really listened to the answers. He made me feel kind of special, like I was important.
Precisely. Write that down, Marcie.
Where? What? Right, what now?
Write down what you have learned so far on Madam Magenta's wonderful whiteboard.
Oh, okay. Let's see. First of all, he introduced himself politely. Oh, and he was a good listener.
Yep. Oh, and don't forget, he made everyone feel important and special.
The others feel important.
And now, Marcie, let's talk about your behavior that day.
This isn't about me.
Marcie, it's always about you. You see, I think the way you behaved might shed some light on the election results as well.
I was rude, wasn't I?
In a word, yes. You made Curtis feel as if he were not important to you at all. Reading your book mattered more to you than making a new friend. Well, no, let's not dwell on the past. Let's look at it instead. Crystal Cube, show again what you can do. Go to that day of the great debate between Marcie and Curtis. I can hardly wait.
Nothing's happening.
Oh, silly me, I forgot to unpause it.
I can't see tiny little Marcie.
That's because she hasn't arrived yet. She's out on the tiny little playground reading her tiny little book, the elephant one.
Well, class, the debate was supposed to begin about 10 minutes ago, but I'm afraid our other candidate has not returned from lunch recess. I guess we'll just have to.
I'm here. Let's start the debate.
Marcie, you're late.
I had to finish the chapter I was reading in my book. I was just getting to the best part when the bell rang.
In any case, all of us have been sitting here waiting for you for 10 minutes.
Well, I'm here now, so let the games begin.
All right, Curtis, since you were here on time, I'll let you begin.
That's not fair.
Oh, it's okay, Marcie, you can go first.
All right, Marcie, please tell us what you plan to do if you are elected.
If I'm elected, the first thing I'll do is get the custodians to fix our drinking fountain.
Yeah!
Students get thirsty. They need water.
Yes!
No more will we be forced to go to the drinking fountain in the hall. We'll have a working fountain right here in our own class.
Curtis, your turn. What do you plan to do if you are elected?
Well, first of all, I'd like to tell Marcie that her drinking fountain idea is awesome. You really know how to address the needs of the students.
Thanks.
If I'm elected, I would build unity in our class by inviting all students to play games together at recess.
And just how do you expect to do that?
Marcie, it's not your turn to talk.
It's all right. That was a good question. Well, in order for my plan to be effective, all of us have to work.
It's a stupid plan. It will never work.
Marcie, you'll get your turn to respond. Curtis has the floor now.
No student will be left out. As president, I will see that everyone is
You
treated.
can't control the behavior of everyone in the class.
Marcie, you have interrupted one too many times. I'm going to have to ask you to take your seat.
Hey, what did Curtis do in that scene that made others like him? What do you think Curtis did? Nate, come on. Curtis, come tell me what Curtis did to make other people like him that time.
So no one felt left out.
Ooh, nobody felt left out. Oh, what do you think, Jacqueline? Come up, hurry. And then a fifth grader as she's coming. Scarlett, come up. What do you think Curtis did, Jacqueline?
Let's go.
Curtis is that guy he was talking to the kids. Was he nice or mean?
He was nice and he was respectful and he didn't hit nobody and he didn't yell.
Excellent. He didn't yell and he was kind and he didn't hit anybody.
When Marcie said that's not fair, he let her use his turn.
Oh, he let her use his turn. That was very courteous. Let's see if Marcie and Jessie can come up with some of the same ideas this time.
So children, what did you learn from the crystal cube in that scene?
Well, once again, Curtis was a good listener. He didn't interrupt Marcie when she was talking. He even complimented Marcie's ideas.
Excellent, write that down, Marcie.
Oh, wait, I just thought of something else. Curtis showed consideration for the teacher and students by being on time for the debate.
I know. He was on time and I was not.
I'm sorry, Marcie, I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
You didn't, Jessie. I already felt bad when I saw how I behaved. I kept interrupting Curtis. I didn't even listen to his ideas. And they were great ideas. I think I'm beginning to understand why I didn't win the election.
Of course you are understanding. Madam Magenta is helping you. Now, let's look back on one more scene, and I think it will be quite clear. Crystal Cube, show once more what you can do.
bring understanding to one and all as we watch the kids go down the hall. Nothing's happening. Oh, yes, technology.
But what?
No one's there. It's just an empty, tiny hallway.
It's the hallway of your school. And look, here comes Marcie and Curtis.
So the teacher sends us to the library while the kids vote for class president. What does she think we'll do? Stuff the ballot box?
Shh, Marcie, there are other classes in session. We need to go down the hallway quietly so we don't disturb their lessons.
Fine.
Here, let me help you with those.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
Hey, I'll race you to the library.
No, thank you.
Ready, set, go. Hey,
Now,
are you coming?
now you're disturbing the whole audience of kids. I think they're trying to listen to an assembly or something.
Last one in the library's about Meg.
Sorry, kids. We didn't mean to interrupt. Just keep on watching.
Hey, oh my goodness, Marcie was not being very polite that day, was she? No. Anyway, I hope you were able to see what Curtis did that time. In spite of the fact that Marcie kept disrupting everything, what did Curtis do? What did Curtis do? Oh, so. Shout out. Come on, hurry, so we can hear you. What did Curtis do? What did he tell her to do? Yeah, you gotta be quiet. Shout out. What else did Curtis do? Tell me. Shout out some answers. No, everybody, shout me out some answers. Hey, all right. You guys have great ideas.
So, what did you learn about Curtis Probosky that time?
Well, he walked quietly in the hall.
And why did he do that, Marcie?
Because he was being considerate of other students and teachers in the school. He didn't want to interrupt their learning.
Precisely. Write that down.
You know, it wouldn't hurt for you to use the magic words once in a while.
You mean like please, thank you, excuse me, and so on?
Yeah?
I have been omitting such words on purpose so as to draw your attention to the lack of them. What? I thought if I didn't use the so-called magic words, you would notice that Curtis Probosky did use them all the time.
You're right. He always uses polite words.
Please write that down as well.
Quietly. Use polite words.
Thank you. Now, did you notice anything else?
Oh, I know, he helped Marcie pick up her books when she drops them.
Excellent!
I'll add that to it. Helped others.
Now, Marcie and Jessie, look carefully at the list and see if you can draw any conclusions.
Well, everything on the list seems to relate to being thoughtful and considerate to others.
And everything on that list is a polite behavior.
Polite behavior and thoughtfulness. That sounds very familiar. Polite behavior and thoughtfulness.
Sounds like a definition of something. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Marcie, Jessie, think! why were you writing the list in the first place?
Because you told me to.
No.
Oh wait, we were trying to figure out why Curtis Krabowski is so likable.
Yes.
So everything on the list is about Curtis Krabowski. It's all about Curtis Krabowski.
Yes, you understand.
I don't.
Marcie, write Curtis Krabowski's name at the top of the list.
How do you spell Krabowski? I'll just put it What?
Marcie, read what you just wrote.
Curtis C. Curtis C. What? I wrote Curtis C. Courtesy. Everything on this list has to do with courtesy. Polite behavior and thoughtfulness of others is the definition of courtesy.
So why is Curtis so likable?
Because he's courteous. He shows courtesy in everything he does.
Even when he writes his name.
Excuse me for interrupting, but, whoa. What is this place?
You have entered the wonderful world of Madame Magenta.
Awesome! I'm Curtis Krabowski. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Such a courteous boy.
Marcie, I have been looking all over for you.
Why? So you could tell me off for being such a jerk?
No. I just wanted to see if you could head up a committee to fix that class water fountain. You had a wonderful idea. I think you should be the one to follow up on it.
Sure.
And I wanted to ask you if we could be friends.
Of course. I'm really sorry for how rude I've been.
Oh, don't worry about it. We were under a lot of pressure with the election and all. Let's put that on the past. Come on. We got a fountain to fix.
Want to help us, Jessie?
Well, sure.
Madam Magenta?
No, thank you. I'm leaving for a little trip into the future, and I don't want to be late. It's not courteous to be late, you know.
Did she just say she was going into the future?
Yep.
Cool.
Well, boys and girls, I hope you learned a lot about courtesy from courtesy. Get it? Courtesy. Say it with me. Okay, actually, you have been such a great audience today. I think you could teach courtesy a few things about courtesy. In fact, after the courtesy song, I think I'll bring Curtis out here to watch how courteously you leave the auditorium. Good job, guys.
All right. Great job, boys and girls. What we got on my background music. We are looking for courtesy. All right. Last month, again, I used that Marcie and Jessie when I was talking with kids. I got my copy. I used Marcie and Jessie when I was talking with students about how to handle conflict when we have problems. What are things we can do better? What did Marcie and Jessie do? This time, want to use the same thing because there's times when we're gonna not be respected. We're not gonna respect ourselves. We're not gonna respect others. We got to make it right. We talked partly about that when I came around the classes. But if we're just all courteous right from the get-go, we are going to have a great, kind, and respectful school. So again, teachers, students, this is all on all of us. Teachers, make sure you reinforce those courteous things. Students, make sure you let your teachers know the good things that other students do to you, those courteous things they do to you. You can be a part of spreading the good, courteous stuff in our school so that we can become that kind, respectful school. All right, that does it for our assembly today. We'll go ahead and we'll start in the front and work our way back to release. Thank you, everyone, for being a great